This episode... It's the episode you're about to see.
What one was this again?
This is episode 1 of...
Pussy from Heck?
Pussy from Heck. It's about Leiden being picked on by Iggy. It pretty much just establishes the fact that Iggy's a fucking bullet to Leiden, and Leiden gets, you know...
Leiden is the wet blanket.
Yeah. You know, Leiden's the...
He's like Linus of the Peanuts. No, actually, he's more like Charlie Brown. Everybody picks on him.
Yeah,
he does
he's
nothing.
just trying to do good, you know, he's just...
Linus is more like Frog Stomp. He's his friend, but, you know, he's kind of like...
Frog Stomp's just...
Kind of a fucking nut job. He's kind of a nut job.
Alright, let's go through the voices. Let's hear Whitey.
Yeah. What about it?
Let's hear some Whitey.
Burton, fish and chips.
Iggy. Shut the fuck up, Whitey! I'm gonna shove that beer bottle straight up your goddamn ass! Iggy, maybe you shouldn't do that. That might not be such a good idea.
I don't really care what comes on.
Anyway, there's the cat.
Oh my god!
Which is never really explained how they got the cat. We don't know if it's the owner's pet, if it crawled in through a window, or if if somehow it came through Dr. Whitey's poop.
But no, the lease forbids fluffy pets.
Yeah, so we don't know how. I mean, obviously, the owners, unless the owners are sneaking in the pet,
Like you?
sneaking in the cat like we did back in the day. We don't know how we got it. We still didn't explain that. We still have yet to explain how Iggy. That's kind of the joke. No one really knows how Iggy got out of the. If you haven't seen the episode, spoiler alert! How Iggy got away from the cat at the end. Maybe one day we'll have Leiden talk about like.
How come we never talk about things that happen in the tank? We never talk about the Mexican jumping bean. We never talked about the time we went into your poop. And Iggy, how the heck did you get away from the cat?
So this
We
is
should
turning
do
into
an ep-
Lost, isn't
We
it?
should do an episode where they just explain things. But
Season
it kind of
6.
takes the joke away.
All shit is revealed.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
You know, we were gonna call Chrissy up to do some commentary with us and put her up to the phone, but
I just love the fact that
I'm pissed
you know,
off
Iggy-
at her because she didn't give me those videos to include on the DVD of the vocal sessions. But
Perhaps Leiden.
no, we'll call her next time. It's too late.
I like when Iggy just looks at his watch. That's so classic, like Dick. Like, is this the right time to just, you know, say fuck you,
Just
or
walk away now.
can I just back up slowly and go fuck you, bitch? I wasn't raised that way. Shut the fuck up, bird. Fuck off.
Okay, here's a flashback. It talks about how
The first.
we're
flashback.
gonna go into this some more in the next season. We're gonna find out. One of the first episodes of the second season is all about how it came to be. It's called the big origin from Heck or whatever. It's how we we pretty much see the timeline from the buds in the pet store to the tank. You know, got how. Only thing we won't learn about is Dr. Whitey. We still have yet to hear his story, but I'm cooking us something up.
He's cooking us something up.
Somewhere in the second season, we're gonna get a Dr. Whitey story. We're gonna hear
Oh,
how we got the accent, where he came from. Did
Oh,
he
I've
actually
got-
come from Britain and he was imported? He's obviously a couple years older than the other ones. But-
I've got some theories, which I will share with you when the camera is not on me.
well,
you know,
I
I don't
already
wanna-
know it's gonna.
Yeah, but you know.
Okay, he was raised by a doctor who had. I'm not even gonna go into it.
Don't. That's a spoiler alert. We got to work on
This is
it.
like.
Nah.
I got that from someone at work who said that a lot back in the day.
Yes. That's probably like my favorite line of this entire thing.
Yeah, this is the Kujaks. Really good New York local punk band. I don't even think they're signed, but they're really good. They're really underrated. Good grungy punk kind of stuff. I heard the song.
Shit,
I'm like,
man.
this would sound so good in Tank Buds.
Whenever
I thought,
this,
might as well bring back Edie and the Bitches, which I still do now and then. It just
What?
shows them playing. It never shows Love playing because
love hates playing bass.
She has nothing to do with the band. But
Whenever this shit plays in the car, man, or any of the music from Tank Buds that we put in there,
again,
I just play it, man. It's like I bump it, and I go past all these like gangster bitches, and you know just play this shit, and they freak the fuck out.
you lost me at Gangsta Bitches. But
Gangsta
Miss Pac-Man.
Bitches. Yeah. My favorite scene of that was probably about like the 1930 kind of
I
animation,
don't
Mickey
know
Mouse
where
style.
that came from, but
That's more of like a Walt Disney back in like the 30s
yeah, it's
style.
just an early 30s parody.
Cartoon design.
The date was of no significance. People are trying to figure it out.
No,
It's just one.
that's the cartoon style of the day, and that was a big thing in Walt Disney's design theory.
Frog Stomp scratches themselves. Anyway, yeah. The owners got Iggy and Frog Stomp, or Iggy and Leiden first, and then the other people later. But we'll get into that.
And then when he goes absolutely bullshit crazy, I love that.
Nice little rainbow effect. If you have seizures, look away. Yeah. I like how he keeps the fucking stove in the bedroom or whatever. Never really established where that is. Until in the 5th episode, you can kind of see it's probably in a bedroom somewhere.
But who the hell has a stove in a
Who has a
bedroom?
couch in a bed?
Never mind. You have a couch in a bedroom, along with a drum set and a shitload of other things.
When a dude's knocked out.
How is it that he's bleeding? Did he have like a cerebral
He fell
hemorrhage or
down.
something?
And I think if we back it up, hold on, let's see. I think the fan fell on him or something. Yeah, the fan.
No, well,
The fan's kind of off screen. You can't really see it, but he fell with the fan, so that kind of.
But how does the fan cause him to bleed like that?
And fucking Toots knocked out.
How does that happen?
Maybe smack. The owner dudes aren't exactly very bright, as you can see. First of all, they have a fucking tank about this big. They keep a whole different kind of fucking species of reptile. You're not supposed to mix species. This was me and Chrissy. We did this. We weren't supposed to do this. We mixed a bunch of species of reptiles. I'd never do it again. They're not really the most sensible owners. Anyway, here
In San Francisco,
this
you
is the
fucking
closest
faggots.
they get out of their tank until the 8th episode this season, which I have yet to make. But they become humans briefly at the end, and then they leave the house.
What?
And anyway, yeah,
Error.
Leiden's finally getting sweet revenge. The movie, whatever the fuck that's gonna be, the Tank Buds feature-length hour-and-a-half movie is gonna feature them out of their cage. You're gonna see more of that. But yeah, there's Iggy. We never find out how he gets away with the cat. We probably never will. Did he kill the cat? We haven't seen the cat since. Maybe I could bring the cat back. I don't know.
Make like kind of a Lord of the Flies little situation where the cat's head is on a pike.
You're a kite.
I said pike, bitch.
I fucking hate you. Anyway, that's very talented Kujaks. Go on MySpace or anywhere and look up the Kujats. Kujats. It's a frog stomp.
Yeah, you had such a horrible
Anyway,
time with that voice,
We have some
man.
time. We're gonna do a little Q&A right now.
All right, Q&A time. Q&A. Like the
These are questions from my little Mexican buddy about this big, this tall.
Hey man,
His
how's
name
it
is
going?
David Huerta.
Huerta.
And
Little
he
fucker.
asks, on average, how long does an animation, Tank Bud animation, take you to do? Well, if I wasn't so lazy and if I didn't work, it would honestly, I could probably pump out an episode once a month. Probably once a month, once every other month.
Okie dokie.
So that's the answer to that one. But, since I'm so pooped after work and I have so many other things to do when I get home, sometimes it could take a year. Just because
As we've seen with episode 5,
not
that was
because
almost
I'm
a year
working
and a
on it the
half.
whole time. I could bust it out in no time. It's just like
Rather
I'm
drink.
lazy. I'm fucking lazy. I'd rather just. Are you self-taught in Flash? I had in web design class. We just made like simple buttons and things, but I had used Flash before that. I pretty much figured it out all on my own. You know, it started with. For those of you unfamiliar with Flash, the F6 button on the keyboard advances the frame, and I just play around with that. I'd make these little crappy little frame by frame, or like jerky little animations. I actually have a DVD. It's called Mech Productions Animation. It's out of print right now, but if you request it, I can give it to you. It's called Mech Productions Animation Volume 1. And there's a bunch of my really old stuff on there, included at the end.
Or you can just go online and find it on the Mech Productions page.
It's not all
on MySpace.
It's not all on Newgrounds.
Well,
But-
most of it's on Newgrounds.
But for the most part, I learned pretty much everything by myself, just screwing around on Flash. Question number 3: do you use a Wacom tablet or freehand with the mouse. Whatever. I think that's like the pen tool. No, I use an
pencil?
I
Pencil?
use
Oh, stop! The
an actual
pencil!
I use the mouse to draw everything.
Answer your fucking question.
I use the mouse.
There you go.
It used to be a pain in the ass, but now I'm used to it.
Yeah, but you know what?
Question number 4. Isn't A1 sauce the best? A1 sauce?
Hell yeah!
Pretty good. I've had better before, like local microbreweries of sauces when I was living in San Jose. But I couldn't tell you what the best is. A1 sauce is pretty up there, though. It's pretty damn good. I'm not just saying that because they're giving me money, even though they are. No, I'm just kidding. And number 5. Which animal is the slowest? Can you answer this one for me?
The sloth.
No.
What?
An animal who has never existed before because it's never moved.
Touche.
Ah!